Hi guys, I'm What Beck Sews. Welcome back to my Friday Sews vlog, where this week I'm going to be talking to you about what I've been up to, why my fridge is in my living room, and and what my plans are for the coming weeks. So stick around if you want to hear more. So just quickly, before we get into the nitty gritty of something I've already filmed, guys, and I am hand holding you right now, so I apologise. I keep forgetting to say this, and I've known for the last couple of weeks, and I've not put it in, but I have a social sewing day. Exciting. I have managed to arrange with a local community centre to use their facilities for free, because they do a lot with the community and they're hoping they'll get some interest from the actual community themselves, to host a social sewing day. So I have popped the leaflet in here for you to see. The first one is on the 25th of February. Now, I live in the Northamptonshire area, and this is being held in the centre of Northampton in St James. So if that is local to you, please just get in touch and let me know. The email address is on the flyer, so you can pick that up. Alternatively, you can drop me a message on Instagram, because a few people have done that, and hopefully there'll be a few of you that can attend. Now let's get into Friday Sews, and I apologise for how it starts. Happy Friday, it's the weekend. Let's get this party started. I'll stop singing at you now. Right. You can tell the kind of week I've had when I start my vlog off singing. Why is there a fridge in my living room? Good question. The last piece of the kitchen was being done, and that was the flooring. It was supposed to come up on Monday, screed on Wednesday. It was supposed to come up on Monday, screed on Tuesday, and then have new floor down on Wednesday. It came up on Monday. All of our appliances were disconnected and put sort of in various different places. So my cooker, my dishwasher, my washing machine. I realised how much I miss having my washing machine for fabric, not just re-washing clothes, but I wanted to sew, no washing machine. So yeah, that all came up, and they realised that there was a load of damp on the floor, and they needed to put a damp proofing down before they could actually screed the floor. And the damp proof is something you can't walk on for like 12 hours. 12 hours you can't walk on it. And it's like a black tar that dries all black and sparkly. Anyway, that ended up causing problems. My bathroom is downstairs and through the back. I spent a day working from home, running over to the club over the road to go and use their loo, because we tried to have it done to suit around the girls, and then we had to go out for dinner because we couldn't get in the kitchen. But we have had all of our appliances disconnected all week. So the fridge is in the lounge for that reason, so full tangent there. The mess is in the lounge for that reason, because I can't get at anything. My desk is in the lounge, my sewing table is in the lounge, my partner sits just here, so I've not been able to sew all week, which is really frustrating because I have been in the mood for sewing. However, at the weekend, I did manage to get some sewing done, and I have already shared this over on Instagram because I was so in love with this make. It's unreal. And hopefully my intro video has been changed, because I've done some work on that this week, and you'll actually see it in there. But it is the Stella hoodie and joggers. And ironically, I was laying in the bath the other night, as I do on a Sunday night, with Liz, the baker that sews, keeping me company, because it's kind of like a Sunday tradition in this house. I'll have a bath. She always goes on in the background in a very precarious position that, you know, one of these days my phone's just going to fall in the bath and die on me. And then you're not going to receive this, because I film most of this on my phone because my camera dies on me every 5 seconds. Anyway, bring it back, Becky, bring it back. And she had made a Stella hoodie and joggers as well out of a little Johnny fabric, that I think she got it from Studio Jepson. And it was stunning. I really liked it. It was finger painting right up my street with the actual, and I was just sitting there thinking, I've only just made that this weekend, and I love it. And I do love it because I wore it Monday whilst I was working from home, Tuesday evening when I got home, Wednesday evening when I got home, Thursday evening when I got home, and then thought, Becky, you need to wash this, so you need to stop wearing it, and I need my washing machine reconnected. That will be done later today, so I will have my washing machine back, and I've already got my fabrics in play to shove in the washing machine. So this is a really fun pattern to sew. I don't know why I thought it would be difficult. I've made the joggers quite a few times. I've made joggers for my daughter, I've made joggers for myself, I made the joggers and the Tilly and the Buttons Nora as a comfy set a little while back, and I've done that a few times now. And for some reason I had it in my head that the Stella hoodie was going to be a really difficult make. And I've looked at the instructions for it and clearly seen that it's not a difficult make, but I still had it in my head it was going to be a difficult make. So I thought, do you know what? Everybody had recommended a hoodie on my Friday sews last week. So thank you very much for that. And I thought, that's it. I'm going to go and make it. And I knew I had the opticians on Sunday. Funny story with that. I'm quite blind and I didn't realise it. So when you have a hysterectomy at quite a young age, and I had mine done, I had a partial at 31 and I had a full at 34, so only a couple of years ago. And yeah, apparently when you go onto HRT, all your hormones change and that affects your eyesight. Nobody taught me that. Little tangent for you. Got some new glasses for long and for short. Got to wear them all the time now. So yeah, new glasses, but I had the opticians on Sunday, so that took some time out. So this was the perfect pattern for me to get sewn up. Did this all on Sunday night while Scott was playing cards, not winning any money, might I add, and left me at home with the kids, and the kids were all entertaining themselves. So I decided this was what I was going to sew. So I used the Little Miss Sew and Sew Cozy Colours red fabric. Now I had got the fibre mood pattern, but I'd already had in my head, when I looked on the lines, when you get your email ping through, you get a choice between your woven and stretch pattern. You get a choice between your woven and stretch fabrics. Didn't like the woven pattern at all. It had a drop waist to it. It just was not something that would ever suit my shape. But looked at the stretch pattern and thought, oh, now that is something that I potentially could make up, but I'd probably wear just the jumper version. And I've actually got some fabric that I really wanted. And because I pay for the luxury box, I thought, let's go for the luxury fabric and get some cozy colours because I've been eyeing it up for ages. So yeah, I've used that for this whole set. I had more than enough to do that. And I actually had quite a bit left. Not so much to make something in adult form, but definitely to make a couple of baby bits. So, and I'm quite excited about doing that because there's a beautiful little baby boy that's been born, and one of my friends has just become a grandparent for the first time. So I'm quite looking forward to making him some bits up. And I'm going to be using that to do that. So yeah, I've done that. And then the lining of the hood, I used a, from just here is the corner of the bag that's fallen over of all my reuse, repurpose and recycle bits of clothes that don't fit me. And there was a Lipsy navy cardigan that I never wear. It fits me, but I never wear it. It's quite a thin jersey. It's a viscose jersey because it's a very, very drapey jersey. And I just don't have a reason to wear it. So I used that as the lining because it matched the ribbon and the cord that I'd purchased from Amazon quite nicely. So yes, that is the Tilly and the Buttons Stella hoodie and jogger, and I just think it's a quick, simple sew. I made both up in one evening. I think it took me about 4 hours, including cutting, to make both of them, and that was with me coming away from the machine, answering kids, few distractions. If I'd been really focused on it, I may have even got it done a bit quicker than that. So yes, that was all I managed to get made up this week, guys, I'm afraid. But I do have the Davenport dress to actually focus on this week. I also have my Tilly and the Buttons Lyra hack. So this weekend, once I've pieced this mess back together, my intentions are to get that filmed. I am going to sit and really tackle that hack. Hopefully so it can go up either next week or it can go up this weekend if I get it all filmed and edited in time, which, yeah, might be touch and go. But yeah, you're going to come and sew that with me. So if it's something that you're interested in watching me try and attempt to do a sew along, Not sure how good the footage will be, but maybe a little bit of... I'm going to follow the format. So the only change I'm doing with the Tilly and the Buttons Lyra hack is I'm putting an elasticated waist in. So obviously from a construction point of view, the way in my head that I'm going to do this, all I'm going to change is the mid-tier, how that's cut and how that's attached to have a casing. Everything else will be constructed the same way that I would construct the Lyra dress normally, Becky style, because I do follow the instructions, but I'm not a religious follower of the instructions. So, but I'm going to share with you my process and how I do it, and the construction will be the same. So for those of you that haven't made the Lyra dress, you'll know the changes. I will talk about the changes, and actually I'm overcomplicating it because the changes that I'm making are making that bit more complicated, whereas the actual construction with the gathered tier, it's going to be so much easier. So yeah, that's essentially what I'm going to get filmed. What I'm wearing today, I have a beautiful ready-to-wear top on. I love this top. I think I've shared it with you before and said I'd love to find a pattern that has this kind of shaping, even without the so it's got like a jersey bit here, and I'd actually be quite happy to not have this, or just have like a straight one, and then it's like a blouse, and it's got a shearing, however you say it. It's got that kind of yeah, it's just lovely. And then I have my So Over It. I love this as well. I don't wear this that often. It's a kimono style jacket. It's made for woven. This is stretch, but only because I love this fabric. I couldn't resist. I mean, it's sparkly and leopardy print. But yeah, it's the Sylvie robe, or Sylvia robe, Sylvie robe. And it's just, it literally is. It's like a kimono. It's got the drop sleeve, and then you've got this little join here. And then you've got like a lovely little band that comes all the way down. It acts like a cardigan, but because I've got the curly hair going on today, when I got dressed, I thought, oh, I feel nice in 70s. Definitely feel 70s in this outfit. I think it is the hair that's doing that, but also, yeah, the kimono as well. So I think that is everything. It's a very quick Friday sews this week, and I apologise for that, guys. I also apologise for my singing at the beginning. I apologise for the state of the house around me, and the fact that I've probably not really shared masses of content with you. But if you like this vlog, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because I release content weekly. And hopefully next week I will be back with lots to show you, because I am definitely going to be making up for lost time. There's been no orders this week, no fabric. I've been so good. My patterns did arrive from DPD. I get them all printed through Net Printer. And I'd mentioned in last week's Friday Sews that I was ordering some. I have actually cut out a few of the patterns. So I've cut out the Benning dress in a fabric, not to make up now. I've cut it out because that's what I wanted to do with it. It's nice to have a project to one side, but the Benning dress is it's a t-shirt dress. So yeah, it's not something that I think I can make up now, if that makes sense. More towards spring, but I wanted a few patterns cut out ready. I've started cutting into the Dream On Pattern Emporium dress. That's a jersey, and that's got so many different variations of it, but there is one that's winter appropriate, which is a midi, long sleeve, low scoop neck. So I've started cutting the actual pattern pieces out for that, because I'm a pattern cutter, not a tracer. But I need to choose an appropriate fabric to make that up in. I think that'll be great fun. And then I've also got my eye on cutting the True Romance Pattern Emporium top. Now that one should be a really quick sew, so that might actually go into my plans this week. I have some lovely fabric that I have intentions of using for that as well. And it's like a black viscose polka dot viscose jersey. So it'd be nice and drapey, but it'll actually be really work appropriate with the lovely bishop sleeve. So yes, I'm going to stop rambling at you now, because I kind of went to say goodbye and then I carried on talking, didn't I? So have a fantastic week, guys. Have happy sewing. I hope you find plenty of time. I hope your lives are less chaotic. And yeah, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye.